Hello everyone, hi Priestess May here and welcome back to my channel. So if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and welcome back to those of you who have been here before. So this is going to be the Cancer mini tarot divine reading for the August 2018, and I'm doing my readings a little bit differently this month. I'm actually think I'm gonna start doing these like this from now on, and it's going to be a little bit of tarot, a little bit of channeling, and a little bit of tarot oracle cards. So what I'm using today is going to be, I'm sure you've seen it in the other video if you've watched the other videos, it's the Keepers of the Light Oracle, because I love this oracle. It really talks about what energy you really need in your life, and for me that's what I use it for. I might also use the Saints and Mystics reading cards. It depends on what I'm called to pull from. So the oracle cards are going to be based on what I'm called to pull from, but I am going to start with the tarot. So Cancer, let's talk a little bit before we get started. So Cancer, you have, during the month of July, you had a lot of things happening. Some of the Cancers had an amazing time because it was their time, but some Cancers had to work through some tough things in their relationships and in your finances. Some of you had a lot of issues, especially because you had so many moons, and obviously you were ruled by the moon, so emotions were kind of all over the place. So it's a little bit difficult. It was a little bit difficult for you in July, Cancer, and the end of June. But hopefully now as August comes in, those things can change for you. So let's see what the tarot has to say. So the first message for you, Cancer, from the tarot is going to be, let's take a look. The first thing that I'm getting here. Right away, I am starting to see a lot of symbolism in my head of the crab walking backwards, which makes me feel like you guys have been feeling like exactly that. You've been walking backwards. You've moved 3 steps forward and 3 steps back, and you're not really getting anywhere. So let's see what can be done about that. So let's take a look. Okay, Cancer, so you have been kind of like the Hermit. So whenever I see the Hermit, I'm feeling that if you haven't done this yet, maybe it may be good for you in this month to do that, to really kind of step back and retreat a little bit and think about your actions before you step forward and make the actions that are going to kind of rule your love life. What's really making me focus on here is the snake, which to me is a symbol of healing, but it can also be a symbol of healing bad relationships in your life. It can be a symbol of healing yourself, okay? But here it's kind of like you need to go in and really go into some introspection and really evaluate your thoughts and your emotions and figure out which are your thoughts and which are your emotions and which ones are being influenced by others. So it's important to take a look now and maybe retreat into yourself a little bit. Or this may be how you've been acting, and maybe it's time to start stepping out of that shell. So whichever way that applies to you, if you haven't gone into hermit mode and you feel like you've just been going and not really getting anywhere, then maybe it's time to stop, because sometimes the best way to get somewhere is to stop. It's like when you're in quicksand. You will sink faster the more you fight against it, right? So it's important right now to maybe go into yourself and really kind of like get away from some people and really just take some time for yourself and think things through. Another thing is, if you have been doing this, maybe you've been doing this for too long. Maybe you've been thinking about things for too long and now it's time to act. But it's making me feel more like it's the opposite. It's like you really need to take your time for yourself right now. So let's take a look at what energy I am being called to pick from the Keepers of the Light for you. So let me see what energy could really be beneficial for you to pull upon at this time. Doesn't matter what religion, what tradition, what spiritual belief you're in. I'm a spiritist, so I work with beings of light from all over the world, and spirits, so of love and light. So it doesn't really matter you can pull upon these energies whenever you need help in a different part of your life. So Cancer, let me see what your guides are saying would be the best energy for you to pull upon at this time besides them. Okay. So, Saint Germain, I love Saint Germain. I love all that purple. He's all about alchemy, but he's also about releasing karma. And it says in the card, move beyond drama, create your own path. So very much like the Hermit, right? Make room for good energy. So that's what the Hermit does. The Hermit pulls back so that he can move forward. So Saint Germain can really help you Cancers out there release that karma, release all of that negative energy, release all those negative people, negative things that may be affecting you, and really pull back into yourself, regroup, harness your power, and then push out into the world. Okay, so what could happen if you decide to take that advice and to release that karma, and release those negative toxic people and things? What could happen for you? What do your guides think will happen? What do you guys suggest will happen if you decide to make those changes? So, well, the thing that could happen for you, let's take a look. The thing could happen for you is finally feeling freedom. The Three of Wands, finally being able to look into the horizon and start new. Maybe start a new relationship or start with better friends. Yes, you may look a little bit lonely here, but this doesn't always mean a bad thing. Maybe this is starting anew with, I love the eagle on the top, telling me like, there's freedom to be had. You're going to feel so much freer to express yourself and to be more impulsive and without fearing that it's going to lead somewhere that you're not going to like. So it's important to really think and release the karma that is holding you back right now, and move forward once you feel that you have properly regrouped. All right, Cancer, so that is the advice, the tarot divine message for you for August 2018. If you like the video, go ahead and hit like, turn on the notification bell for next month, and go ahead and subscribe. Many blessings to you and many, 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 many great things for you, Cancer. Bye-bye.